Alright everyone, here's the new RS3 Mobile beta app. You log in, it's similar to what you'll see on your desktop. You can access your chats. Go ahead and log in. Your favorite worlds aren't saved in between your desktop and your phone, so you'll have to re-favorite some worlds if you're always playing in the same one. So here we go. Alright, I'm invisible. This is fun. This is honestly the first time this has happened to me out of all the days I've played on mobile. Might be because my battery's kinda low. Okay. So to navigate around, just like on PC, you just click either on the screen or in the little mini-map here. The mini-map's not adjustable to my knowledge. I haven't found a way to minimize it or anything. I wish that was a capability. And combat's over here in the bottom left. You can click on the little fist and it'll pull up your couple abilities. The bottom bar is all revolution and you're not able to activate those, but all these bigger buttons like some of these prayers, you can click on them and they will activate. Also, you notice your health's written down there and your adrenaline, that's what's right next to the health. That'll fill up with a green bar and show the percentage when you're fighting. And then your prayers over here next to your summoning points. My biggest complaint about those three buttons is sometimes it's hard to read your prayer points or your summoning points just because it's a white font on a whitish background. And my only somewhat complaint with the revolution system is you're not able to manually trigger any of those bottom bars. So you'll see I have a corruption and then fire breath. I'm not able to click those to activate them. They'll just automatically activate. It's all on revolution down there on that bottom bar. You can change the size of that bottom bar. Say you only want a couple, maybe you only want 3. That's done in the setting where you can change it to either 0 to I think 12, however many actions you want in that bar. But I don't think it's going to be worth it on mobile to have anything more than maybe 4 or 5, just because again you can't automatically, or they're automatically triggered. You're not able to decide when you want to activate them. Bank wise, bank works out okay. There you go. Now you know my PIN, but honestly I only have a PIN on because of that clue, that check guy, the clue account safety guy. I usually only have a PIN during that week because I find it annoying. So the bank interface, it's alright. I don't really like how it's a 2x2 over here, and to scroll you can either click in the middle of this box in the middle of your bank. You can just click and scroll your finger up and down your screen, or you can try to select the tiny little scroll bar. Either way works, so that's nice. One thing I don't like is you're not able to equip right from your bank. You know, you're gonna have to put everything in your backpack and then equip it, or you're gonna need some presets. I'm not sure what I have as a preset one. I don't usually use presets, but let's go ahead and click it. And it looks like just some summoning stuff. Depositing everything works out okay. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. So overall, all my experience has been, I wouldn't really recommend this for combat, but if you're a new player and you're just starting out, it should be easy enough to kill some lower enemies. You can also do Slayer and somewhat raids on it, but with higher end combat, when there's more people around you and a lot more actions going on, I find that sometimes the client still crashes, especially if you're with a team of 10 or so and everyone's using their ultimates, sunshine and whatnot. I tend to crash. I've never tried playing on a lower graphic setting, because quite frankly I don't want to play on really low graphics and just to be able to PVM. So, but let's go ahead and show you some skills, I guess. You can click on your backpack, and right now it's a 3x4, and if you get rid of the combat, it increases a little bit. The size, so that's nice, but there's still a little bit of a scroll there, and maybe because of my screen size. I'm on the Pixel 2, not the XL version, but I find that kind of inconvenient. I really wish I could just minimize that minimap because I never use the minimap. And one thing that's kind of annoying and why I haven't really been doing high-end PVM on mobile is I have no idea how to activate the aura. You see your aura slot there, but there's no way to get to that bag. So I'm not sure I've submitted that, and I've looked into other settings. So if you hit on the home button by the minimap, you can get into some other settings, real similar again to on desktop. But I have no idea how to get to the aura bag on mobile. I'm not going to show any PVM in this video. I've shown it in some of the past ones. It's real similar again. The big improvement has been it's a lot easier to queue up your abilities. So these buttons, like the prayer buttons, for example, I'm not struggling to click them anymore. I click them once and it'll either queue it or activate it. So for example, click surge, and you surge right away. I'm not spam clicking nearly as much as I used to. Talking with people, it's kind of interesting. Sometimes the chat will come up here in that top left corner. Other times it won't. So let's see. So you click the number you want or the input you want, and it's kind of weird how it takes up your whole screen. I don't know if you saw that. Right, it takes up your whole screen. I find that kind of odd. It does make it easier to select the options, I guess, but then it goes back up into the left corner, and I just find that weird. Is it bad necessarily? No. It's just, why have the text in the top left and then go full screen? It's not too difficult to select options if it were to stay in that top left corner, I don't believe. Another weird thing, again, that I'm sure many people have noticed if you've played on mobile is your your target information up in the top left. It's always there. Even if you don't have a target, as long as your combat bars are open, it's there. So when it's minimized, not there. There it is again when it's maximized. Interface-wise, if you do want to do skilling, I really think that's what mobile's going to be good for. You can do pretty much anything skilling-wise. Let's head on up to the elves and maybe pickpocket a little bit. Let's see what else is going on. Oop, didn't mean to do that. So while we wait for this teleport, the biggest changes really since the last update have been some minor changes to the combat. The layout has changed a little bit as well. It's still not super easy to set up your revolution and action bar. I really think they should have a walkthrough for everyone to kind of set it up. And it'll mess up your settings, or potentially mess up your settings in your PC, your client on your PC when you change your settings on mobile. So I wish they would separate those two. I wish we could have action bars set up for mobile and then action bars set up for your client on your PC. Might as well look at the Grand Exchange real quick. So you can see what you bought. Everything loads up pretty nicely. You want to sell something, right? Just click on the dragon bone, it pops up. And when you want to change the price, your keyboard pops up. You can click what you want, so they fixed that issue. That's nice. Of course, it's not going to sell. And when it does sell, just collect and the money goes to your pouch. So the Grand Exchange issues have really been fixed. The bank's a lot easier to navigate now again because you're able to just click in the middle. Like right now I'm clicking by that brew and I'm just scrolling up and down. So that's nice. And when you want to search something in your bank, what was I looking for? Logs. Just type it in, it's real quick. So. And what's real nice about the new drop-down menu, when you're right-clicking, you just hold down with one finger, and then you can slide your finger and then select what you want. Say you want to select X, right? Type in your number, hit the enter. Okay. Fire making, let's say you're going after Bernie, maybe you've been 20 mil dry, like myself. It'd be nice to get the pet. Music's nice, graphics are still nice on mobile. I've never really had any issues. Just be careful. I could see new scams or new ways to lure people coming out with mobile. Mainly just people trying to crash your client. World 2's a little laggy. Right now I'm in World 78, not a lot of people. And at the beach event, for example, not World 2, but if you're on another populated world, maybe about 500, 600 people, which means a couple hundred might be at the beach. I usually have issues with that. A couple crashes, it doesn't always crash, but let's say you're running through the wilderness you're doing some wilderness stuff on mobile for some reason. You might, if a big team comes up on you, they might be able to lag you out enough to crash your client on your phone. Not really sure what else to show you guys. I know you typically ask for combat, so I guess I can do a little bit of combat. I don't have my bar set up for mobile right now, but not a big deal. Again, I don't like not being able to equip this right from the bank. Click on everything. And just to be safe, let me grab some food here. Okay. Let me just go kill some elves. To attack, you don't have to have your action bars up. Oop, wrong way. You can just click and attack kind of like normal if your action bars are minimized. I would kind of like it so you couldn't attack at all if your action bar wasn't up. I feel like it makes it a little bit safer, from misclicks when you're on mobile. But just to show you, when it's minimized, you can still click and attack people. Right. And there you have it in the top or left by this chat box. You can see your monster info. And let's try to queue up some stuff here. So right now I've got the stun queued up. Clicking on that guy. Stun him, let's debuff him. Right? It's all working out okay. So now you can actually see that revolution bar on the bottom. I'm not activating any of those. That's all revolution, right? So for low-level Slayer monsters, anything that's not too difficult, I don't think anyone's going to have an issue using mobile to do that. I could see things like Abyssal Demons, maybe the Dark Beasts, being pretty nice on mobile. Anything that doesn't require a whole lot of input is real nice. Activate a prayer real quick. Everything's a lot smoother than before. A lot smoother. And eat, there's not much lag between anything. I still have some issues clicking on the monster, so some of these elves are walking around a little bit. If they're not stationary, right, sometimes it's hard to click on them. And just to show you the loot interface, well, let's kill this guy real quick. Right. So the loot's kind of weird, I suppose. A 2x4. I just think that's tiny. It's weird. Loot all. Sometimes it's hard to click stuff on ground. I had that issue before. Come on. So I'd really like to see something where you could maybe double click and it would increase the hitbox kind of that you're clicking on, so it would make it easier to click on moving NPCs as well as pick up small items on the ground that you might not be able to hit with your fingers. Let's go ahead and talk to him to see what the dialogue's like. Okay, top left like normal. And then a full screen when you want to select your option. And then it goes back to the top left. So it's not horrible. Maybe it only goes full screen when you need to click on something. But for some reason I was thinking that sometimes even when you didn't have to click on something, it would sometimes go full screen. Which may be the case. You know, I'm not sure. I don't play on mobile too often. It's mainly if I'm traveling and really want to get in a daily or a weekly event. So this the ribbon on the left here, the only thing I don't like about the ribbon system is since you were really limited to how many abilities we can have up and be able to queue on our bar, sometimes I want to be able to have, you know, a little bit more. So I want to open up, like this magic, all the spells. I want to open up every ability, but then I have to scroll a whole bunch to see everything. So if we were able to either move this mini-map or minimize it, then maybe some of these could go full scale and we wouldn't have to scroll around. Anything to vote on? No. But yeah, here you have it. It's been out for a while now that we've been able to test it, a couple weeks. Let me show you some thieving, I suppose. So here I'm clicking in the mini-map now, and to walk around it's working alright. The main reason I don't use the mini-map too much to click is just because it's kind of small, you know. Okay, it's thief here. If I could click on him. There we go. So everything's pretty smooth. Agility wise, I feel kind of bad for having that chat open. I meant to minimize that, but I'm not going to re-record all this. I guess don't bother my friends, you know. Sorry guys, if anyone's watching this. But since all that news has been up there this whole time, I guess we'll go through the chat menu now. So up in the top left, there's a little box with an arrow pointing to the top right. If we click on that box, it removes, or it doesn't remove, it makes everything a little larger. And then if you want to say anything, you see it says tap here to chat, click up there, and then you can type. All right. Hit enter, there you go. I'm not sure how quick chatting goes. Oh, that's nice. So you just hold down, and right now I'm not even touching the screen, so it stays right clicked, and then you can, let's see, it's public quick chat, search, click up in the top. I'm trying to search, it's not letting me quick chat, so that might be an issue. Can't really quick chat, which I suppose is good for now, so no one on mobile is going to be trying to get any kills in Raid FC, right? You can't quick chat your kill count. That's weird. I'm trying. I don't know if I can force a keyboard. It used to be 4 fingers. Sliding. There we go. Oh. To close the developer console, to close, swipe down with 4 fingers. Okay. Well, I guess that's how you open up that. Alright, so no quick chat is what it's looking like. And you can minimize it all the way. That's how I meant to actually start this video, so no one would, just in case any friends had broadcasts or any messages, but... And the little 3 just means I've missed 3 things since it's been closed. I'm not able to hit that little X, so I'm kind of stuck right now, searching for a quick chat. That's not very good. Oh, look at that! It minimized the map. Just when I was clicking on this the social button, the two silhouettes of people, or not the silhouettes, the 2 actual people, and it made my. I wonder if that'll stay that way. Nope, minimap's back. Okay. That's a bummer. So there is a way, they do have it so you can minimize that map if you click certain things. I wish, maybe there is a way to do it. I haven't figured it out. I've tried right-clicking things. No. Alright, where am I? So again, skilling. I really think it's gonna help you get your levels or reach your goals once you do have mobile. And right now my phone's in one direction, just like all full screen apps. If I flip it over, it'll rotate, right? Maybe let's go check out another place. So when your backpack's open, the home teleport changes to a backpack, which I always thought was kind of weird. It doesn't do it when you open up other ones, so why would it open up? Why would it do that? I don't know. Anyways, I really like this layout for the, what are they called? The lodestones. Makes it real easy to get around. I don't know what I just clicked on though. Things load pretty quickly. I've been here before on mobile, so that's why everything loaded up rather nicely. Sometimes when you go somewhere, before you're downloaded everything, you may have some issues. Graphically, things look better. There used to be, everywhere I went, there'd be like lines on the ground. Like every other square would be a light shade, dark shade, light shade, dark shade. That may have been fixed just because the rest of the cache has been downloaded. I'm not seeing any graphical issues right now, which is nice, or somehow they've patched it since then, but I haven't updated the app, so I don't see how they would have done that. I know the issue the graphical issue used to be in Catherby. Let's see how that is. So maybe it was a cache issue. Let's see here. Yeah. So graphically everything's looking better now. I'm glad I didn't post that earlier video when maybe everything wasn't downloaded and the graphics looked a little choppy, but look at that. Everything looks real nice. Maybe we'll go fish for a second. I wish there was some imps flying around or something a little small and moving quickly, just so I could show you guys how difficult it is to click on small moving objects, or just small objects in general. I really want to get that point across so they can fix it. Or maybe not so much fix, but it's, even on desktop, it's hard to move. It's hard to correctly click on small moving things. So, let's see. There you go, fishing, some lobsters. Now, typically, like, let's say I wanted to disassemble these or maybe drop them. I'm not sure if I'm able to put it on the drop bar. Let's go ahead and see. I'm supposed to be able to like drag and drop. Maybe it's locked. I'm not sure how to unlock the bar. Action bar is compensating. I'm not seeing anything to unlock the action bar. Well, I'm not sure how to unlock the action bar, but in the survey I was asked if I tried dragging and dropping and moving things, but I don't know how to unlock it. So ideally, if just what I want to see is when you hit the settings, there should be a big unlock action bar. I don't know what all this is. Oh, okay, so you can drag from these. Okay. But then again, you know, it's like, how am I supposed to drag? Maybe I want food on my bar. I don't know how I'm gonna get food onto my bar, because all I see is this other stuff. So you can drag around these and replace, right? So I should no longer have that debuff there. Yeah, so now that's there. But I don't know how to get the other stuff there. That's a bummer. And another nice thing you might notice is all your debuffs over here in your bottom left corner, right? I've got my raised hit points, that bonfire. They're all just nicely gathered in the left side. And if you have any negative ones, let's say maybe you ran out of overload and you drank a brew, that would be on the bottom right side. So they're all nicely together, and it's a pretty nice layout. You know, I haven't been to that minefield place in a long time. Let's see what that's like. Alright. Yeah, so no way to disassemble from your backpack. That's kind of a bummer. Which means no way to high alch. And then again, no aura bag or even the cost of death, that's not there. I wonder if you're able to make a group easily. View selected, join queue. Not too bad. That worked out nicely. Better than I thought it would. So the interfaces are definitely better than the prior, 2 or 3 betas. I think this is the 4th beta, if I'm correct. At least the 4th that I've been using. The world map, haven't clicked on that yet. Well, that doesn't help us much because we're in a weird spot, but let's see, exit out of that. Everything's pretty nice, and I don't really have too many complaints. Of course, you're not going to have the same amount of input. You're not really able to get the high input you will on a PC for that end-game combat, but you know, that's expected. I don't see that being a huge issue. And what I know everyone's dying to wait, and what I guess I'll end with real quick here. Treasure Hunter, let's see what that's like. Alright. Exciting. So it looks like Treasure Hunter is gonna stay with mobile. It was kind of buggy, to be honest with you, the first day it came. I played on it, and I was wondering if they were gonna fix it pretty quickly. It looks like it's doing okay now. What else is in that menu? Ribbon setup. Oh, that's the ribbon on the right side of my screen. So you can drag and drop your things over there. So let's, for example, throw in range. There we go. And now we see ranges over here, right? So that's nice. I wonder if that decreases the size of the map when I do that. Let's go back and add a couple more. So home, settings. Oh, it wasn't settings I was supposed to. Home, ribbon setup. And then let's just drag a whole bunch. Okay. I'm not sure where the other ones go. I definitely added more. So it looks like you can only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ribbon slots. I'm not sure where those other ones are. I was expecting to be able to like scroll up and down here maybe to see the ones below, but it's not the case. Not a big deal though. But again, like, get rid of that mini map for combat mode. I don't really think you need it. Or just make it so the mini maps compresses all the way over to the right, and then you kind of have like a home button, world map, and what is that, the teleport button, right above the rest of the ribbon. Because the less cluttered I think it is in PVM, the better it will be. Just let us put more abilities over there or something, I don't know. Abilities down the left and right side of the screen. But yeah, overall, quite pleased with it. Will I use it much? Probably not. Just because I'm not a big fan of mobile games in general. It will be helpful, you know, traveling when you're not with your PC. That's the big thing I'll use it for. Whenever I, for some reason, really feel like I need to do something on RuneScape, which isn't too often, but maybe I want to reset my raid locks when I'm away for a weekend, just so I don't miss out on that. You know, I can log in, get over there and reset that lock. I really like the feel of mobile though over PC. It kind of takes me back to when RuneScape wasn't full screen, just how you could only see like a little bit. I feel like that really just makes it a little more in depth. Like, look, these trees kind of look big. I know they're not real big like some of the newer ones that were made near Solak, but whenever I'm on my PC and I'm zoomed out so far, it seems like trees are tiny. We're tiny, like everything just looks small, but it's kind of nice and mobile. Granted, I'm a strong supporter of redoing all the trees so they look giant, because even this is kind of small. Alright, inventory's full. Let's see what we got here. Bunch of stuff. Alright, that's pretty nice. Not too bad. Can you right click fires to cook on them? I don't know if that's a thing. Use fire? Oh, that's cool. That would have been nice back in the day. So let's see. Let's cook some logs. Here we go, some lobster logs. Wonderful. Yeah, so again, skilling, definitely what I would recommend with mobile here. Eat some logs. Here we go, not bad, not bad. I always wish you could spam eat quicker in this game. Normally I would disassemble these, but I just have no way to disassemble them. Fletching wise, let's see what that looks like. You can make arrow shafts out of other logs now? What? I had no idea you could do that. That's ridiculous. Not in a bad way. That's like, look at that. Okay. Was that a normal log? Is that why I was... Let's see, what do we got over here? These are used, right? Yeah. Alright, so in case you didn't know, I didn't know this, you can make arrow shafts out of any log now. You don't have to use the regular logs. That's a nice quality update. It's nifty. I haven't done any questing on mobile, mainly because I already have all the quests done. So some people really into quests. I'm not really sure if they're buggy or what, so I can't comment on that. Castle Wars is likely going to be a huge thing that people do on mobile. I haven't tried that out, but let's go ahead and maybe give it a go. I don't know the friends chat to use, but I'm sure World 2 might be busy over there. Let's teleport with Max Cape. So just hold down, right? Then all these pop up. Slide to what you want. I don't think you're allowed to wear a hood or a helm or a cape there, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Dank that stuff. Okay. Well, everything looks good, everything loaded alright. I've never been here before, but again, I've played long enough on mobile, probably 5-6 hours or so. Not a whole lot, seeing as I've had it for weeks now, but let's go ahead and jump in here. That's funny. Does it always make you a sheep? I don't know. I mean, I stopped doing Castle Wars years and years ago. It's probably been a decade, to be honest with you. I'm not sure how to leave here. There should be a portal. Well, I guess I'm gonna walk around until I figure out how to get out of here. Oh, do you just click the middle? Is that all you do? Okay. Trying to right click to trade them. Struggling here a little bit. There we go. Well, you know, let's go ahead and hop worlds. Let's see what... Not world map, I want to hop worlds. So hold down on the world map. It's just like right click. Holding down is pretty much the new right click on mobile. Open world select. Okay. That's taking an awful long time. And no one's here. I don't know the Castle Wars. Maybe there's a... It's sorted by Castle Wars. I don't know. Open. Location activity. Let's go find it. Castle. There we go. So it looks like 24 might be the world. Let's see what they're up to. But with my luck, a game is probably not ready to start. But this is, I've honestly kind of considered going for trim just because of mobile. But I'm still kind of also hoping that they get rid of this requirement because, let's get real, it's kind of stupid. Next game starts in 14. It's a bummer. I think I just missed it. What are they doing over there? Oh, there's a free space. Sure, let's do this. I wish I brought my Castle Wars enhancer. But, I'm still a sheep. That's weird. Oh, okay, I'm back. I guess everyone just stands here. What team am I on? Oh, so I'm losing. Okay. But I think it's Castle Wars weekend or something. The minigame weekend, so I guess I get a gold ticket regardless. I wonder if that stacks with enhancers, because I know I've got some of those saved up, but I don't know if I need to do anything in order to make sure I get a ticket. Can you seriously just AFK and not do anything to get tickets? I don't know. That's interesting. So people down here are actually fighting. Looks kind of fun. Pretty laggy. I don't know if I'm under attack, if I'm what. I don't know what's going on here. And I'm dead. Okay. Yeah, definitely too laggy to really do combat in Castle Wars. Whenever there's a lot of people in general, it just really, my phone at least, struggles to keep up with everything. Which is, again, kind of why I cautioned you guys, if you plan on ever walking through the wilderness on mobile, be careful, you know. Just like on PC, sometimes you get laggy when there's too many people. You'll start having issues a lot quicker. Good God. I guess I know why people are just AFKing up here now. Just die when you walk downstairs. So let's look at this little layout here. What's the Castle Wars layout like? Not too bad. I'm not a big fan of the positioning of the Castle Wars, I don't know what you want to call that. The little pop-up, the health, unlocked, cleared. Just the status, I guess, the Castle Wars status bars. Oh, there's a person. See, because look at this. Since we're not able to move around, like our whatever we're attacking, the person in this case is his health information. It gets covered by these other the Castle Wars. I don't know what you want to call them. It's just not. It's not a good location for the monster information right there. Where would I put it? I would either make it so we could move it around, or maybe throw it right in between the adrenaline and the prayer. Put monster information right there. I don't think anything else really pops up there. I think that'd be a real nice spot. Make it so even when it's minimized, you can see monster information right in between those the health and what is adrenaline and the prayer. Just put it right there, and then when you maximize, again, keep it in the same spot, but now it's just shifted up a little bit. I think that'd be a nice addition. Well, this video's getting kind of long. Again, I'm not going to show much combat. It's definitely improved, but it's not to the point where I really wanted. I'm not able to do the combat that I personally like on mobile. It is doable. You know, yes, I have done it. It's a little slower, and I'm not able to be as efficient as when I'm on a PC. So there you have it. I'm gonna go ahead and end this recording.